Hey everyone! This video is going to be about basics of Chaturbate, how it works, and how to get started. So for the most part in this video we're going to be talking about settings, and it has been about a year since I had to learn these, so if I forget any of them or you want me to go into more detail about something, please let me know in the comments so that I know what I can provide more information about and what will be helpful for you. So Chaturbate is the site that I'm on. A lot of sites work very similarly, so I'm just going to give the details about Chaturbate and you will be able to find the similarities with other sites, I think, relatively easily, because a lot of them have very similar pricing structures and how they set up their rooms. This is the one that I know the most about. So tokens are how you make money. So if I am a viewer and I'm watching you stream, I can send you or tip you tokens for you to be able to make money. This is obviously very basic, so I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but each token is 5 cents. Learning to convert token amounts into actual dollars will help you successfully be able to offer more things, because you can know if what you are offering is worth how much they are trying to give you. To earn tokens, you need to be verified. So in the broadcast section of Chaturbate, you have to send in a picture of your ID and a picture of you holding it next to your face to make sure that you are above 18 years old. If you have not done this, do not start streaming yet, because no one will be able to send you tokens and you will not make any money until this is done. Different colors of users. I know this can get confusing, but you will get used to remembering what these mean. First is gray users. Those are the people that are registered but do not have any tokens and have never bought any tokens. Next is light blue. Those people have tokens or have bought them in the past. A lot of broadcasters, if they go into another person's room, they will be light blue because they haven't necessarily spent any tokens, but they do have them. If you are light blue but you've never bought tokens, as soon as you spend all of your tokens, you will go back to gray because you have never spent money on the site. Dark blue means they have spent 50 tokens in the past 2 weeks. Then there is light purple. That means they have spent 250 tokens in the past 2 weeks. Dark purple means they've spent 1,000 tokens in the past 2 weeks. That's equivalent of them spending around $100 over the 2-week period. If you see a red name, that means they are a moderator, and we can go into more detail about how to choose and find mods. Me too, please leave a comment and I will definitely go into more detail about how to get a good mod. If you see any green names in your chat room, that means they have joined the fan club. I am going to make a video about fan club exclusively so that you know more detail about what that is and how you can be successful with that as well. That person has definitely been in that room before. They have tipped for a fan club membership. That can either mean dollar amount per month, or Chaturbate has now put that as an option to be able to be tipped in tokens. If you are in someone's room and you see an orange name, that is just the broadcaster. If you're in your own room, your name will be orange. If you're in another room, the only name that will ever be orange is going to be the person that is broadcasting in that room. Okay, next, the basics of streaming. This is probably self-explanatory, so I'm just going to do a quick overview. You are going to see your chat room. You can also see a user list. It's going to be another tab when you're streaming. You can see who is in your room. People can see you. You cannot see them. So you will be able to read what people are typing at you, but you will not be able to hear or see them. There are also private messages. You can type to just one person specifically. That is called a PM or private message. I'm sure you've seen this if you've ever watched anyone on Chaturbate or any other streaming site similar to that. You have a tip menu, you can have goals, you can play games. There are a lot of different ways to do this. They can get very elaborate, so I will go into more detail in the future. If you have a specific part of streaming that you want me to go into detail first, please leave a comment so I know which videos to post first. Doing tip menu, how to interact with your room, fan club options, all of those things are going to be separate videos, so you'll be able to learn about each aspect. But please put a comment letting me know which ones you want to see first. Next is the different settings. There are 2 places that you will see settings in Chaturbate. One of them, if you are just looking at your profile, you'll have apps and bots, bio, and then settings and privacy. Read through all of those settings. There are different location preferences you can put for being able to exclude your specific state or country or whatever it is. You can do that there. The second place to look for settings is when you are in your broadcast page. Next to the users tab, there's another little settings tab. Read through all of those as well. This one's a lot shorter. One thing that I do recommend doing, notify on entry only for mods and fan club members, so you don't see people constantly coming in and out. That can get very exhausting. So in your room, there is a way to exclude people from chatting. If you want to make it so that people without tokens cannot chat, that is in that settings tab. I do not let gray users chat because I know they don't have tokens and they have never bought them, because that is really why we're all there, is I need to be able to make money and you want to be able to interact with me. So it's an incentive to buy tokens. One of the tabs you have is your bio, your name, location, all of that. This is where you will put that information and it'll show publicly when someone goes to your profile. I recommend not putting a ton of information in this. Make it a little vague so that someone has to ask you a question. This is another good way that I use to be able to make people chat with me, because I want them to have to ask me questions. In your bio, there are some different places to put content, things like that. If you have any links to social media accounts, you can put them in there. You can list everything in your bio. Last thing you need to put in your bio is a DMCA notice. You can see the little DMCA logo here. I recommend doing this whenever you're streaming, so that if there is a recording taken, that makes it a lot easier to get the recording taken down if it is posted somewhere illegally. Every stream you post is going to be recorded and put somewhere. Some of these websites are not in a country that respect our laws. Most of those sites are going to be very obscure, but just be aware that that is something that does happen. Those are all the basics that I have for Chaturbate. If there's anything that I missed, please, please, please leave a comment. I know there is so much to go over, and I will be making a lot more videos about Chaturbate specifically, because that is where the majority of my knowledge base is right now. If you want me to do anything first, please put it in the comments, and then like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.